Okay, guys, for a while now I've been talking about Papy Mall. Papy Mall, sorry for that. I've been talking about Papy Mall, and many people ask what it is all about. So today I will be taking you people through one feature from Papy Mall. Okay, probably if we still have enough time, I will go through more. So let's just scroll down to this section on Papy Mall, actually on papymall.com. We scroll to this area that has the features you need. It says everything your business needs. So you can see here that it talks about accounting, human resource, inventory, point of sales, invoices, contract, and it talks of business, email, messaging, video, meeting, and many more. E-commerce. And for the e-commerce section, I am actually building something for the e-commerce section. Okay, so it will be a pure drag and drop builder, like the case of WordPress, Shopify, all those stuffs. So it is in a more powerful stack compared to WordPress. So you people know more powerful and secure stacks are coming up these days. So a pure drag and drop builder, just like Elementor, you drag, drop, and your website is ready. Okay, so it will purely, if you're asking, okay, what will be the difference? The difference is that it will your backend purely will be running on .NET Core, while your front end will be React. Okay, and you can extract the source code and move to whatever platform you want, which means you can get the entire source code, front end and back end, and take it to whatever platform. If you don't want to use this one, you can take it to wherever you want. So I will just log in right now. So let me see. Okay, so this is the dashboard. When you log in, this is the dashboard. If you look here, you see some things are grayed out like this, right? Some of these things are grayed out. It's because every feature here is on subscription base. So if you need just POS, you can get only POS and you use it. If you need documents, you can get only documents and use it. So what does document actually do? Let's go into documents. So if I drop down, you see we have invoice, quotation, receipt, and it has templates, right? So from the drag and drop builder, we will introduce templates, which means you can design templates the way you want, invoice templates, and then they will be used here, which means multiple people can design different templates. They can make some for sale, they can make it free, you get them and use for your invoicing. So let's get into invoice. I have one transaction here I made, so let me take to print. So you see these are different invoices here. You see this is a demo here of the invoice. It will print your transaction, so as you can see. So let me pick up another template. So I picked up another template. You see it has the company name there. If you don't have your email or anything, it will be there, not you didn't put it. So it has invoice number, the date the invoice was made. So if you have a business, you are running this business, all you need to do is you just come, you register for free, and then you just activate your documents. You can start issuing out tailored applications. You can start issuing out good and tailored invoices to your clients, and you can take to print, and as well you can choose to download it. Okay, you can as well choose to download it. So if we return to the application, you can change it to many different languages. However, what I want to show is actually in this area. IT department. Like, I can go through accounting. If you see, this is accounting, everything concerning accounting, and as well it has a PDF bank statement converter, which means if your bank gives you your bank statement in the form of a PDF, you can convert it to a structured format that can fit into your database for you to do bank reconciliation and other accounting transactions. Purchasing, you have purchasing, warehouse, everything. Human resource, you can do everything: create employees, assign roles, calculate payrolls, do leave, attendance, everything in here. IT department. So in the case where you want people to be able to work on the system, because a free plan has up to 3 people, you need to bring them. So you just need to come here to the dashboard. So if you look here, you see one person active, only one person. So in the case where you have maybe other people you added, you created more employees and you want them to work on the system, you see here, if you look here, you see recent onboarding, right? So this recent onboarding activities means that you have added people on it. But if you look right here, you see that there is nobody here. And okay, I have one employee here. So this one employee here, let me try to onboard. So you see the different methods which we can onboard an employee. So you can send them an email just by one click, a single click, an email is gone. They use that email, they just click on it, it brings them back on the site to your organization. Then you just enter your password, they enter their password, they create a new password. You can as well generate a password and give them. You automatically generate a password and give them. You can set password manually. So if you click to set password manually, you see it says set password and you should confirm the password. Had it been they were the ones to come up on the system, you see that they will have this same form to put password, confirm password, and then they will be able to log in to the system. And when they do that, they will automatically onboard and they can work on the system. So when we're talking of sending emails, let's still come to the IT department. You see you have AI configuration. Remember I told you your bank statement can be converted. It's with the help of AI. So it will read the entire document, structure it in your database. So you have to set your API keys yourself. All right. So you have to actually set your API keys yourself. So you see all the onboardings you have done, system access. So you can set up system access. Who are the people who are accessing the system? So you see one person is here, that's me, executive. So this person is unassigned. He does not yet has any assigned role, right? So let's go back to IT department. You can see here billings, right? So in here, this is the billing. You see here we have 3 resources. You have 3 users, 1 GB of storage, 10 GB of bandwidth, and then 100 MB database storage. So you see I was already creating a couple of stuffs here. So you see my database storage is already moving. 1 file is already moving, and this file is because we have an S3 storage on the system. So you see storage is already moving. Now last activities, my recent activities. So you see as I'm doing stuff, I lastly activated all of this for a year. Okay, now let us move to IT department again. So I'll be focusing more on IT department for this video. So we have email system. This is where it becomes fun. Now I told you 1 click you could send emails to your users, right? I didn't tell you those users you could create emails and give them still on the same system. You don't need to go looking for other sources. People have Mailchimp for email marketing. Here you have email marketing. You can do your complete email marketing here. So let's look at the email marketing section here. First thing, when you come to email system, you will need to add a domain. So let me just take you through a little step to add a domain. But if you have never known it, you could probably employ in your organization, employ a small IT person to do this for you, or you could hit me up as well. You just come on the system, you will find this live chat right here. You could say you want to talk to Mac. Just say you want to talk to Mac. So whosoever is on the live chat as of that moment will get you to me, or anybody on the live chat as of that moment could help you out. So you can come right here to domains. You see I have one domain here. This domain is for Crystal Code. So I have a development agency. Actually, this development agency was responsible for crafting this masterpiece. Okay, so we actually develop applications, no matter the type of application, trust me. So we are even working on a programming language easier than Python. Yeah, so you could come here, you could add as many domains as you want. So all you need to do, you come here, take to add your domain. When you add your domain, you have a DNS record. So let us take like to configuration. You have something like this one, but all of these things will be showing unverified. All of these things will be showing unverified. So you have to copy these stuffs you see right here. You have to copy all of them, excuse me, to your domain provider's DNS section. You have to paste them there. Then when you paste them there, you have to check the record, and then you have to click verify. So all this data will verify, right? So when it verifies, you'll find everything like this. So when everything is like this, or you have to come back to email system, and then you go to email account. You can add an email account. Okay, you can add an email account. So you select domains. So currently I have just one domain, and you see it is ticked to show that it has been verified. So I can make admin@crystalcode.com.org, sorry, and blah blah blah, put this. So I can make it, is a shared mailbox or personal. So actually the first one I made, it's personal. I could take this to be shared. Shared means that other people in your organization, other workers could have access to that email address. Everyone can see the email address and have access to it. But if it is personal, it's for you alone. So I'll show you where many people could have access to this email. Okay, so let us close this. I cancel. So you could as well do some editing here to this mailbox. Like you could upload your profile, you could browse from the bucket. So the organization has a bucket. So if you look at personal office, you come down here, you see storage management, just like the Google Drive, Amazon S3. It has its own with API keys. And I forgot to tell you, this email system has API keys. So you could use the API keys in your application for email transaction. So you could select from the bucket, which means you upload data and keep on your bucket, your storage. Then you could just browse it. You select one picture from there, you put it as your profile picture, and then you could do lots of stuff down here. You see your signature. You could upload image for your signature, or you get it from the S3 storage. So however you want it, you know, signatures, people usually have signature like their company logo below at the end of the email. So that is a signature, right? So we move on. You could assign this to an employee. If you created this email for a particular employee, right, on your system, which means you are creating emails for particular employees. Each employee should have their email. employee A at this.com, employee B at this.com, or human resource at this.com. So you could assign this to that particular employee. If the person is working at the human resource department, you want them to have their own email, so you just come here, you click to assign, you drop down, so you see the people who are there, right? So you just select one person from the list and then you assign this email to them, and then that's it. So let us move back to the dashboard. So you could visit the mailbox, right? So it has a third layer encryption, because for you to access the system, you have to log in first. It doesn't mean that you will have to just enter your email or your mailbox just like that, right? It has another security system. And for those who ask about security, hello, not one database is used, and each database has an encryption layer, which means there is rate limiting and data sharing. If they think they can wipe it, they can hack at anytime they want. The first 2 trials you fail, go and come back in 24 hours. You fail, go and come back next week. When you fail, go and come back in your next life. So for those who are using the system, do not forget your password. And if you forget your password, make sure you go and change it. Because if you try again, it tells you go and come back in 24 hours. So those are security steps. And if you come back after 24 hours, it will tell you go and come back next week. If you fail, it blocks forever. So now you will have to log in here, but I won't log into my email. So let's go back to account. We have settings. Here in this section of settings, you can manipulate many stuffs, right? So one of the things we are currently working on is this. So we have the mobile app ready, but still the mobile app is for Android users. So I myself, I can't even use it. No, I can use it because I have an Android phone. Yeah. So we will be working on it. When it is done, we will make sure it is available for every user. And then it has email clients, so you can access it from maybe a Gmail app, wherever you want. So that is it for this section, but email still has a lot for us to go through. So in this email section, you see you can just go to your mailbox directly and it will ask you which mailbox are you going to. Email campaign, for those who love using Mailchimp and paying high prices. So you see that if you're paying for IT department, you have everything. You onboard users, you control your storage, you have everything about email. And if you are a developer, it's a win for you at a tiny price, very tiny. So you see it has the Papy Mail API key right here. You can just come to create API key. You name your API key live, or is it test? Then you take verified domain. You get the domain you want to use this for. You want to use this just like Sendgrid or Twilio, for those who know Twilio. So you can get this. So you can take allow domain management. So you could send emails and then you view analysis. So you can apply daily rate limit, like how many emails should it be able to send a day. This is for developers who are building for clients. You want to limit the rate at which your clients will send emails per day, because there are these people who tell you, well, when somebody log in, let it send email. When they withdraw, let it send email. When it. So finally, at the end of the day, if 50 people are logging in 20 times each per day, you have already gone above the limit that your email provider will give you or will accept you to go through, right? So you will need to put this rate limit, usually 100, okay, because we have our own rate limit for the system. So if you're having 10 emails that are going out per day, 10 different emails, and those emails are offering transactional services of about 100 each a day, so you can understand the level. Then you can whitelist IP addresses, which is optional. Then you can put an expiring date if you want. If you don't want, you can leave it. So it will generate an API key for you. You use it in your application. You can read the documentation, those who love to read. And then you have the dashboard for analysis. So here is the dashboard. You can read this, you can see everything that has gone out, come in, everything from here. So don't go paying high prices on this. The reason I did this was because I loved using Sendgrid. Many people call it failure. Yeah, I loved using it until these guys woke up and then they queued out their free tier, even for those who are using not even up to 20 mails per day. They queued it and then they said it's free for the first 3 months. After that, it's $25 per month. So I can be paying $25 per month, and then I still need to do email marketing. Then I still need push notifications for my application, which means I will have to pay $25 per month Sendgrid. I go to Mailchimp, I will need to register for email marketing, which is about $25 to $50 a month. How much is that? Then I need to still keep another account with Firebase for push notifications. So why all these things? I'm moving from one application to another just to get these things done. So it is preferable, and much preferable, I focus on one. Right here, you get it, you have everything. So you host your emails from one dashboard. You do email campaigns from one dashboard. So when you come into your email campaign, you don't have any emails, so you create your first. So right here, what you have to do is you just name it. What kind of campaign are you creating? Contact, you select the email you want it to be sending out emails, right? So which email will you want to use in sending out emails for this particular one? You choose, and then you can choose templates. These are templates right here, right? You can choose templates. You fill out everything you want to see on it. You fill it, so it will be going out, right? And we are still working on getting you guys more templates, much more. When you are done filling out all of this, you choose your template. You just click create campaign. So if you want to schedule it for some particular period, you can schedule it right here. One dashboard. So let's go back to email system again. But before you do that, one thing you need to do is create a contact list. Who are these people you are sending emails to? Create a contact list. So right here, you create a contact list, right? So what is the name? You create the name, maybe let me just say business center at blah blah blah. Yeah, what is the description? The description is blah blah blah. So let us create. I have created a contact list, but in this business center blah blah blah, there are no contacts inside of it. So inside of this business center, I have to view the contact list, but there is nothing inside. So I could either add it manually, or if I have an Excel sheet containing all of this, I just import, right? Yeah, I import thousands of lists of emails. I will be using it anytime soon, because I have another account where I've been using it, but this is literally an empty account. I use for this, because I can't be showing this with the list of contacts and stuff. So I'll be using this one soon for something else. This is purely for Crystal Code. Okay, so as the admin account, I am using it already. So you can import lots and lots of stuffs from here. So let's close this, let's close this, let's take this. So the email address, I could just literally pick this one, I write some name, that one, and then I write another one, company at another one, then phone number at another one. This phone number, phone field is integer, so you cannot add words, it won't go. So it has successfully created. Okay, so here is it. All right, it says it has one. So it has, when you see, when companies send you email address emails, you usually find a unsubscribe button below. Google always asks for that. If not, your mails will go to spam. So if anybody in this list unsubscribe from your email, showing that they don't want to see your emails anymore, it will show here one person unsubscribed. So that is how it works. So when you come here, you will see total list 1. If you have many 50 lists for 50 different purposes, you'll see them here. Total contacts inside all of them, you see here. So I have just one list, one contact, one subscribe. So you automatically subscribe them, then they have the choice to unsubscribe. You can delete a list as well. So let's still go to IT department, and then we still go to emails, right? So you can choose from templates as well. We spoke of the API key. You could as well do email configurations. Inside these email configurations, you can do a lot of stuff. So you see here, currently it has no system configuration. So this email configuration, let me explain what it does. I told you you can onboard users. One click, it sends emails. So you will see a list of emails here. You'll find a list of emails here for all the emails you have. If you have domains with emails, but you need a particular email to be your system email. System email means that if a transaction is done in your account and maybe people buy something from your storefront, e-commerce storefront, it should send them notifications, send you notification and all of that. You need your own email to do that, because our email won't do that for you. You are an organization. We have provided you one full-blown service, so you can select from here, right? So I have set this as the email. So you see this has changed. It shows that this, let's read this. So you see this email account will be used to send user onboarding invitation, password reset email, system notifications, important organization updates. So this is what you will find here, right here. So let's move on. So you can go ahead and read how it works from here. You sign up at papymall.com. If you have any questions, you can ask me. So this email will be doing all the organization's job. You can come back some other time and you select something else, you change it, right? So you can clear configurations and you can manipulate the configurations if you clear this one, but I'm not doing that here. So let's go back. Now we have done email configurations, and then we have email automation management. Yeah, for those people who want to be sending people, you have to schedule messages to go at a particular time. Maybe you are to send somebody a reminder. Somebody say, please can you remind me at 10 p.m. I will, so that I can be able to blah 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 in the morning. So somebody will say, please can you just send me an email so that I can be able to remember in the morning to bring this type of thing. But literally you are closing from work at 5 p.m. and then you won't be able to send this email because you are strict about your closing time and opening time, right? working hours and off job hours. You just come here, you see there is nothing for quick actions. You can just create one, right? You give it a name, you can choose an icon for it, and then you can manipulate. Is it achieve? You can move to folder, blah blah blah. Then you can schedule messages, right? So in this schedule you can create new rules. So these new rules, you want to send a message at this particular time. You get it? You want to send message at this particular time. What will be the subject? Who will you be sending to? The scheduled time. Message. Then at that particular time the message will go. I close at 5 p.m. I sent a message to Mr. A to be delivered maybe at 5:30 a.m. but I'm closing at 5 p.m. right? So it will go to this person at that time. So you can just set the rules of the message. You can, if it goes, you can take action. If the person reads it, let it be marked as read, and you can star it to be important. And if the person reads it, let it automatically delete. So read the message, disappears from your mailbox like it was never there. That's it. So we still go back again. We have push notifications. Like I told you, you could be using Sendgrid. You could be using let's say you could be using Sendgrid, you could be using Mailchimp, and then you will still need Google push notifications, right? For mobile apps. Just my phone is not here. Like I'll show you, if I receive mail through the app, it pops up on my phone like this person has sent email. Most of you see pop-ups on your phones, right? Those are push notifications. So you could get your push notification API key from here as well. Yeah. So email analysis. You could analyze your emails, right? The number of emails that have been sent, the number of emails you have received, and all of that. So if you see here, these are email analysis, right? So all of this is mostly related to push notifications, the bounce rates, and all of that, right? So this is actually it. You could analyze everything. You could export as PDFs, CSV file, and all of that. So let us move to more features still inside the email. So you have the smart inbox, right? It filters things. You have a smart inbox. AI, you could set the rules of the AI. You could train your AI to reply to emails. You usually see when you send messages and then it says this is system email, blah blah blah. It automatically replies. So you could train your AI to reply mails for you. Training. If this kind of email comes in that says this, what should you do? Right? Okay. So the next thing here, we still come to this section. So you could set your push topics. You could read the API key for documentation, but it's not that difficult for push notifications to set them up. So like I said, if you want the app for Android is ready, you can just click here, one click, it downloads to your phone and you install. So I'll end here for this video. So it won't be too long. So if you want the system, papymall.com. I'll put it on the screen, papymall.com. If you have questions or anything how it works, I will later explore all of this in details, including resource management. However, resource management is just like, what is your capacity, how much have you used? So 3 users, 1 person is on it. I brought on board 1 person, so you see it's already 2 people. So however, you could clean up cache. Cache data, cache does build up, so you could clean this up and then to optimize your storage by yourself. So any questions you could ask me in the comment section. This is for organizations. One important thing I will talk about is this section, sales POS, especially for business people. For those like people in Cameroon, you see you scan POS. When you go to, let's say, Dove or Santa Lucia, you see the scanner, it automatically records. They tell you this is your price. For those like in India, Vishamo and all the others, you see they do the scanning automatically, or they just enter what you bought. So that's what this literally does. So let me log out and then I show you one last thing. For those who want to register, you register as a business, not an individual. So you try to read it. What does it say? Individuals, you will be able to browse businesses, book meetings, and send inquiries. That's all you can do, right? So only businesses will be able to have all these business features I have shown here, as you can see, like this, right? So monthly, yearly, you have up to 17% if you take a yearly plan. So, but however, for small businesses, if you are just alone, you don't need that much, right? If maybe you have a group of just 3 people in the business that will work on the system, because the system could be maybe just 1 or 2 people are actually working on it, and then the rest are just there. So you could take this, right? You could take 3. It's free. If you want more storage, you can upgrade, then you upgrade, however you want it. Yeah. So that is how it works, and that's how you want to